Hi, guys, and welcome to a new episode of Grenzenlos, your dance podcast. I'm here with Shami today. Thank you so much for making time.
Thank you for having me so much. Thank you, Lisa.
So, guys, before I let Shami introduce herself, make sure to hit the subscribe button, to go follow us on Instagram. Do not miss out on anything. I hope you enjoyed the summer of having an episode each week. So, if you haven't enjoyed it yet, you better go back and watch all of that because that was a lot of work. No, yeah, guys, follow us on Instagram, follow Shami on Instagram, give us a 5-star recommendation if you feel like it. That's currently the best ways to support us, to support me in this little project. And yeah, Shami, the light is yours. Please take over.
Yeah, so I'm gonna introduce myself a little bit for those who don't know me. Yes, so my name is actually Michaela Šponerova. It's not Shami, and I'm coming from Czech Republic, Brno. And Shami is my artistic name. It is actually it is actually from my name because my name is Michaela, and the shortcut in Czech Republic is like Misha. I don't know if it's somewhere else, maybe not. And
I haven't heard it before.
if you switch Misha, like Shami, Misha. I don't know if you heard it. Yes, so
Yeah.
how my nickname started. And yeah, I'm a professional dancer, I would say. I do dance like a full-time job for maybe 2 or 3 years now.
Crazy.
And yeah, I'm mostly focused in Afro, but I started as a street dancer. I dance like from my 3 years, so like dance is really so important for me. It's my life. And I started street dance at 10, I would say. But firstly, I did more like choreo stuff. And after I started with freestyle, hip hop, house, everything. And then I like found Afro styles, and it was so, for me, it was breaking. Yeah, because this is like what I feel the most. The music,
Yeah,
the
that is
culture,
visible.
like everything. Yeah.
That is so visible. Like also for me, I mean, we ran into each other in, I don't know, it was Afro Trip? No. It was Africa
It
Best Dance
was
Camp, but like the autumn version, I think.
Africa Best Dance Camp. I
Yeah,
would say. Yeah, in
yeah,
Vienna.
yeah. Like we ran into each other like 2, 3 times. So
Yeah.
I got to know you for Afro. So when you actually told me you started Afro only like 4 years ago, I was
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
because in my head, like the image of you that I had in my head, or like still have, because I got to know you for Afro, so that kind of makes sense, like first impression, I guess, is like you're an Afro dancer. So when I heard your foundation is based in hip hop and you did that for years, I was like, oh, you only started Afro like 4 years ago, but like you're so freaking damn good, like 4 years, and you said like you're a professional dancer since 3 years. That's crazy. So you probably have developed an effort pretty fast, right? Like your focus must have been really right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say so. I found it in COVID. Actually, I found it before because my teacher in a dance school taught me Afro house, but I always felt like Afro house is not my style because it's too energetic, I would say.
Okay.
And yeah, so I found in COVID another style from Africa, and I fell in love with Azonto and Naija. And after that, I found Amapiano, and Amapiano is right now like my most yeah, this style is like the best. I love it. Yeah, so after I found it, I put all my focus there. And also it was really easy in that time because we were staying at home, so
Yeah.
I could do like Afro full-time, you know. Yeah. So
did you actually, when you started, like, okay, you said you were starting to be a professional dancer like as a main job 3 years ago. Did you, or
I
like,
would say maybe, yeah, I would say 2.
okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, when did you start teaching Afro? When you started like 4 years ago? Like
I
just for the
would
timeline.
say 1 and oh my God.
Really? So short?
No, I would say 2 years maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's like the way you
I'm
teach Afro
teaching
and everything.
from I'm teaching from 16.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, because in Czech Republic, like when you are in dance school and you are older, they use you as a teacher to like educate children, like really small children. So I started at 16, and but as a professional dancer, like full time, it was 2 years ago because I ended my like education. So yeah. So I think I started to teach Afro 2 years ago, but it was only because there was no one in Brno, in like my city, who was doing that, and I really wanted to like spread my love to the Afro and create a community here, so I can share it with someone, like, yeah, because it's really hard to be alone here. Like I'm trying to travel as much as I can. In Prague, there are some Afro dancers, but in my city, there's like no one focusing like full on the Afro style. So yeah.
I mean, it's kind of good for you because you kind of found a, I don't know, do you say niche in English as well? You know, like you found a place that nobody else is doing, so that kind of makes you an
Yeah.
individual. So that's actually also good for you, you know. But
Yeah.
if you, but I know what you mean, because actually when I started teaching, the reason that I started teaching with 16 was because there wasn't anything for me anymore, you know. So it was also like one of the people who were focused, who wanted to keep going, but there wasn't any offers for me anymore, you know. So I get what you mean, because I also felt quite alone for 2 years. Like I had my friends and we were dancing, you know, like I don't want to talk that down, but of course I get what you mean with the
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because like dance is social, so we need people to share it with. And it was really hard for me because I was then in hip hop community here. Like I'm still, but not as much. And nobody like knew the steps, nobody knew the culture. So I really needed to find some people with who I can like dance. So I found my, or I won't say found, I just made my students. Because
I know what you mean, but like you're
they
building community.
my English, sorry guys.
No, it's fine. Your English is amazing. But I know what you mean.
Yes, like I already had students, so I started to teach them Afro.
Sure.
Yeah.
And also most of your videos is with some of your students, right? On Instagram.
Yes,
Is that right?
yes,
Because
yes.
I remember some of them that I met at your workshop when I visited you. Like from the yeah.
Yes. I'm like really proud because it's getting bigger and bigger. So it's really nice. Yeah.
But actually, like the scene in Czech Republic, I mean, you have Prague. Is Prague a bigger scene dancing wise? Because I don't hear, like, to be honest, before getting to know you, I didn't hear anything from Czech Republic. And
Ah,
like it's like I was pretty surprised when I came to visit you. It's like half an hour away, you know, so it's like not far. So
yes.
I was like, okay, wow, but like I don't hear anything from you guys, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are heart of the Europe. We have everything close. Every city, it's close. So it's really nice. Yeah. So in Czech Republic, I
It's
would
fun
say,
that you said it, because we in Austria we also say we're the heart of Europe.
oh really? You too.
I was like, wait, if you're the heart, what are we? Because we thought we were the heart of Europe. Because they always say like Austria's the heart of Europe, but apparently we're not the only ones saying that.
Yeah, I would say it's like the all
Yeah.
Middle Europe. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We can share that.
Yeah. So we have, I would say, quite big community here, especially in hip hop.
Yeah.
And I would say that Prague is more commercial. Like it makes sense. It's like the main city. So there are many like choreo dancers and opportunities in television and theaters.
Okay.
So stuff like that. But Brno, I would say, is more underground. We have really strong underground freestyle community here. There are sessions, jams, like this is really like strong in Brno. And yeah, like in Afro, in Prague, there is Jancha J. I don't know if you know Jancha J.
I'm so sorry, I don't know.
She's Afro house dancer. And also we have Battle Lady and Easy. So we have like free dancers who are teaching in Prague, but not regularly, I would say.
But you teach regularly, right?
Yeah, so they have like these dancers have just once a month, I would say, workshops.
Okay. So the
Yeah.
Afro scene is not like that big because there's no regular.
Yeah. It's really hard to create community because like if you don't have regular classes. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I see.
but they organize parties. So like Afro parties in Prague are like really great. But in Brno we have like I have regular classes, I would say. Yes.
I need to ask you because I don't know if I told you that story. I don't think so. How do you pronounce your city again?
Brno.
Bruno, right?
Like in English, but in Czech it's like Brno.
Okay.
We have really like r Brno.
Yeah, because you don't say the U, right? But like in English, it's like a Bruno, right?
No.
No?
No.
Because you know what happened to me? Because after I visited you, I ran around like a week and I was telling everybody, yeah, I ran to Bruno, you know? And I think like a week later, like for real, I was running around a week saying that. And when I visited my parents were like, where have you been? I was like, in Bruno. And they were like, oh, where is that? I was like, oh, in the Czech Republic. They were like, no, Lisa, that city's not called like that. I think everybody you told that for a whole week, they thought you went to a different place because that place is not called Bruno. And I was like, I was so sure it's called Bruno. I was so sad when I heard because I was always, did you know the song "We Don't Talk About Bruno" from the Disney movie? No, okay, never mind.
Like I mean, in I think in German it's like Brünn.
Brünn. Yeah, it's Brünn.
Something like
German.
that. That's
Yeah.
why you like focused.
Yeah. Yeah, we say Brünn. And I was like, oh, I was in Bruno. So nobody got me where I went.
Yeah.
But I was a little confused. But like that was a fun story. I don't know if I ever told you that, but like that was a fun story.
I get it. I always misinterpret cities because I don't know why every city has different name in every language. Like why isn't the same? Like Vienna.
I mean, yeah.
Is also we have like Vídeň in Czech.
What is that?
Vídeň is Vienna.
Oh.
For
okay.
Yes,
sorry. Vídeň. Okay.
Vídeň. Yes.
Wien. Yeah, we say Wien.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
Totally different. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, like I get it with some, if you can't pronounce the Ö or the Ü that we have in German, for example, like I get that you change it, but like because I also can't pronounce the Bruno. I don't know, like
yeah,
like our pronunciation is differently how we grew up, but yeah, I get it. It's confusing, right?
Yeah, totally.
It's confusing. Yeah, but like to get back to the topic, actually. little bit of geography in between. Because you said before that, you know, you have your hip hop side, you have your Afro side. Actually, does it, I don't want to say annoy because annoy sounds pretty hard, but I'm going to use annoy, okay? Does it annoy you that people might only have the picture of you being an Afro dancer in their head? You know? Like they all that
Mm.
they only identify you with, annoy is a little bit strong, but like does it something with you, you know, like would you rather have them to know you're more versatile than that and you're not only Afro though you love Afro? Like, does that annoy you sometimes that people? Because to be honest, I had you like saved in my head as an Afro dancer till you told me. Now, of course, it changed, but you know.
Like, that's interesting question. Yeah, I never thought about it like in this way, if that annoys me. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I would say I'm not just Afro dancer,
Mm-hmm.
uh, because I trained a lot like hip hop, and when I dance hip hop, I really feel it also. That is really like natural movement for me,
Mm-hmm.
as an Afro, like these two styles. And yeah, like, but I get the people because I don't post so much hip hop.
That's the point.
Yeah,
That's the point. Yeah.
like I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
But I I think it's because hip hop is not so commercial, I would say. Not commercial,
Mhm.
but when I'm freestyling in hip hop, I don't have urge to put it on social.
It's not like the performing aspect you add to
Yeah,
it.
like in Afro, you have challenges and choreographies. Like when
Mhm.
you go to Afro class, you learn choreo most of the time,
Yeah.
right? But in hip hop, you mostly like play with your body, find new ways of movement, concept, and so on. So uh, it's not like yeah, it's not filming material,
Mm.
you know. So
Yeah.
that's why it's not on my socials as much. But I'm dancing hip hop for sure as well. Yeah.
Mm.
And I really love to like mix those styles together. Um, like I caught myself when I'm dancing freely without thinking that I'm like fusioning these two
Mhm.
styles together. And this is where I feel most comfortable because I don't
That's nice that you can do that.
like put much attention to like Afro technique and steps.
Hmm.
And they are coming freely to me, like the steps and
It's
the
your vocabulary that you build over the years. So all of the vocabulary, of course, is
yes.
merging into each other. So that makes sense. And I think it's pretty nice that your body, you know, has saved all of the movement and can like intertwine it somehow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel it's really like magical.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
sometimes
Yeah.
you don't know that you know something, and then suddenly you do some moves
Mm.
you maybe didn't dance before, just saw online somewhere or
Mm.
something, and it's so like wow moment for you, like for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yes.
I don't know. I think that's like a I think it's so interesting how people see you based on the stuff you post on Instagram. And I think I don't know if it's sad or if it's actually like I think it's funny because I don't know. Like for me, you know what happened to me? Like it was like a year before I started to teach heels. People when they saw me and I was like, "Yeah, I'm teaching." They're like, "Oh, you teach heels." I was like, "I never teach I never taught heels before. Never ever." So I was like, I don't know, you know. So all of the people had me saved in their head as a heels dancer, but I never did a heels class before, you know. So I don't know. Like for me, sometimes I'm like, I don't only do heels. I love Afro. I love the other styles. You know, I do a lot of styles actually, but like I have no Afro video on my Instagram. Because you know, Afro for me, it's funny that you say you have the Afro videos because you know what Afro for me is? Because the heels classes, you have them professionally filmed more often than the Afro classes in Austria. Okay, so I don't know. Afro classes for me is like, I don't care about the filming. I'm just like, oh, I'm having fun. I love the music. I'm just like enjoying it. I don't think about filming. So there's no Afro video on my Instagram, but that's not even on purpose. Though I love Afro, you know? So
Yeah,
it's so interesting how the impression management you kind of do with people through your Instagram is so funny.
yes, yes. Yeah, I thought about it, like, yeah. Another thing is that in the Afro styles, you are more like, I would say extrovert. Like for me, it's more extrovert style
Mhm.
because you have like face expression
Yeah.
and you putting yourself out there.
Mhm.
But in hip hop, for me, hip hop is more like introvert. I'm like doing my movements,
Mhm.
but not focusing to my audience,
Mhm.
just dancing for myself. That's another thing.
Yeah.
I don't post it as much because it's for me
I
more.
think it's nice to have some stuff you keep to yourself as well,
Yeah,
not share everything.
yeah,
Yeah. Because sometimes I think like if you share stuff, especially if it's really close to your heart, of course it makes you vulnerable at one point, what is beautiful. But I think like some things, sometimes it's good to just keep some stuff to yourself, to have something just for
yes,
yourself. Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Like these days, like social media and stuff, we need to have some privacy.
Yeah, let's get to that topic. So you have a big following on Instagram, okay? Like that's like yeah, that's visible. So I don't know like how many like let's say it for a second, how many followers do you have right now? 20,000?
About 25,000, I would
Look at me being nearly accurate.
say.
Okay, so okay, do you want to? I mean, I already know the story because you already told me, but do you want to tell us real quick? Because I actually love the story with Nicole Amp. Do you actually want to tell real quick like how that happened to you? Because I think a lot of dancers are like, we all know that kind of having followers in the dance world is kind of important in the way of you're traveling, you're teaching also internationally, like getting jobs, getting all of that. And I know it should not say anything about your skills, and it doesn't say anything about your skills, but like still people look at your Instagram and they see how many followers you have. That's a thing. Like if it's sad or like if it's like it's just it's like that, I think we can like deny that part. But how did that happen to you?
Yeah, it was actually 1 year ago. Yeah,
Wait, so, okay, stop. How many did you have before?
till then I had like 3,000, I would say.
Okay. Okay, you build up like yeah, over 20,000 a year.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So it was because of Red Bull Dance Your Style.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got invitation in our in Czech Republic for Red Bull,
Mm-hmm.
and they do always like a video, maybe I would say like invitations or something for the Red Bull Dance Your Style,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
it always has some like concept, and for me they got the concept like step leveling, and I chose like Happy Feet because I spent so much time developing this step, so I wanted to show people.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what was said, they actually never released the video, but because they
Oh
didn't
no.
make it in time.
Oh
But
no.
after Red Bull Dance Your Style, I posted it on my own profile, just like for myself, because I liked the video. And suddenly, like, I mean, week after I posted it, I was away on my vacation, and I turned off my phone. And after the weekend, when I turned on my phone, I saw like, whoa, it was so
Yeah.
many new messages,
Mm-hmm.
so many new followers and comments. It was like overwhelming, so much people. And wow, yeah, that was the moment when it started. And after that, it was like in waves. Like when I posted some videos, sometimes it was like okay, but sometimes it got even higher. And
Mhm.
that was like it's really crazy because I didn't actually pay attention to this. I just
Yeah.
posted the video. Um
You didn't do it because you had the goal of getting followers, right? You just posted it
yes.
because you liked the video.
Yeah. Just I wanted to show people just like how I do these steps.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm really glad for this because it made new opportunities for me, like
Mhm.
yeah, for example, teaching in like internationally and something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it also has a like downside, I
Yeah,
would
we're gonna get
say.
there. I think, it's always, if you say it like, oh, it just happened overnight. I mean, like for you, it happened like in the week where you turned your phone off where you were camping, but like that's still like the timing of that it happens exactly that timing when you don't have your phone. It's like so
Yes,
great actually. The timing is like perfect because you didn't, you really didn't. Yeah. How do
it
you
was
put it?
good.
Like, you were not looking, searching for it, and it just happened. I don't know. But like, that this thing of it just happens overnight is so weird, you know? And I don't know, like for me, I had one video that was going viral, and I don't like that video.
Yeah, yeah, like
I don't like that video at all, to be honest. I was like, I just posted it because, they made an effort to do it, but I was like, I don't know if I like the reasons it went viral. So I was like, I don't
is
know.
is a dance video, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes, like actually I like another videos too, like I mean different videos from me than those who are like the
Viral.
most visible. But I think it's the format,
Mhm.
always, like if it's a nice background and it's
The
short
whole, yeah,
and energetic and nice camera movement, it does a lot. Like it is not just
it's not the dance per se.
dancing. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's what I say, because especially for the fact that it's not only about your skills, it's the lights, it's the background, it's the camera work, it's the right format for the right social media platform. It doesn't help you at all if you post a one format on TikTok, then it's also not going to be pushed from the algorithm, probably.
Yeah.
So there's so many factors that you, of course, can kind of think about and do them on purpose, but like at the end of the day, talking about the skills part, it's like one part of all of the surroundings that need to like fit together perfectly.
Yeah.
And being a dancer is so fucking hard because you need to think about all of that. It's not only about your skills. Like, if you want to go travel, teach internationally, you have to have your whole performance on social media and think about all of that stuff and not only train your skills. So that's actually kind of
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. And like for me, it's that I'm not thinking about it as much. For me, it's like the spontaneous thing because I never been person who can like follow the algorithms and I don't
Mm.
know this
But
kind of stuff.
you can't say how the algorithm is gonna work, because first of all, of course, there's some rules. Like me talking out of my studies, guys, I learned something in university, but like I still study besides being a dancer. But like you can learn, like there's certain rules how our algorithm works, and you can try to adapt to that, and you can understand how TikTok works, how Instagram works. But at the end of the day, you can't really foresee it at all if
Yeah.
it's gonna work or not.
Yeah. Like sometimes I know what video will be more visible than the other.
Mhm.
Like I feel it. I don't know. Like maybe
You already have like a
the sense.
yes.
But sometimes it's totally like uh
Random
magic, I would say.
magic.
Surprise.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. I also think it's not like, I have the feeling general in life. I don't know how you feel about that. But like I have the feeling general in life, if you try to force something, it's not happening. But if you're
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm just chilling, I'm just having fun, I'm just doing what I want to do, suddenly stuff is gonna be like blah, 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 you know, like popping up out of nowhere. I don't know what it is. I don't know how this manifesting kind of universe is working or whatever you want to think about. But like every time you want to grab something, it's like running away from you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, I
You're
get
just
it.
like, oh, I'm just chilling, I'm just having fun making those videos, or like, you know, you don't do
Yeah.
it for the sake of, oh, now I want to get followers, just like you do it for yourself because you want to have your art for you. I have the feeling you get further than, you know, trying to
Yeah,
just, yeah,
I get it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's also happening to me like this.
yeah.
Like in between, it's always hard work. Like,
Mm,
but after that, you can have fun and don't care about anything.
mm.
But the hard work is like also really important. So
Yeah, I think it's like the balance that you
yeah,
need to keep. That's sometimes
yeah.
not easy. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So there's like also another balance on Instagram, as you already mentioned. Of course, having a following brings responsibility in some kind of way, though you didn't ask for it, I guess. But like it brings responsibility, especially if you're teaching a style that is criticized, yeah, more often than, you know, we would like to, especially as a white person posting about Afro, teaching Afro, only doing it for 4 years is well, you know, I mean, people probably don't know that, like, but like all together, I know there has been videos where you received a lot of hate as well. So I guess that's also not easy because I know how much you love Afro. I know how much work you put into that. I know how much you educate yourself. But I guess like if then people come your way, just see your Instagram and just start to criticize, I guess that's not easy, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like, firstly, I would love to say that when I'm teaching Afro, like I know it's not my culture, so I always share with my students a lot, like a dancer, so they can see how it looks on other, just not me, because I'm doing it like my way. I have different background. I have hip hop background, so my movement is kind of different. So I always send videos, always send if there are any like documents and everything. So I'm really like trying to um, to keep my students open-minded and to see how it can be done, because in Afro I would say everybody does the step a little bit differently.
Mhm.
So yeah, but yes, like yeah, the hate is a big theme. I I have had it with my one video. It was, I posted on December, I would say.
It was the
Yeah,
World of Dance video.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
World of Dance video, where I dance with my students.
Was that in Czech Republic?
Yeah, it was
You
first
you
time.
have World of Dance in Czech Republic? We don't have that.
Yeah, you don't have.
No. Like I
Yeah,
think there's
but
currently organizing it. Maybe I don't know when this episode is gonna be released. Yeah, it's gonna exist. But like we have never had one before. So yeah.
yeah, like it was our first time.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, this competition, like I follow this competition for long time, like from childhood. So it was really big deal for me that I can be actually there and also judge. Wow, it was, whew, I was so blessed. Yeah. And when they asked me to do a judge demo, I really wanted to show people what I recently do most, what I recently like love the most. So I chose Amapiano.
Mhm.
Yeah, and after that I put it on my socials. And yeah, I think right now it has 1.5 million views or something like it.
Crazy. Yeah. That's a lot.
And yeah, but half of the comments are really like hateful. So it is not famous because it is good, but because it is controversial, I would say, this video. And I really like didn't mean to like I just don't get how much hate could start from something. Like I just did it because I love it, and it was really hard for me this time because it started, I think, 1 week after I posted the video, like the comments, and it continued like about 2 weeks, and it was constant like comments on my person, like on me as a dancer, on my style of hair, on my crew, on like everything. And it was about like every 30 minutes new comment. And it is so hard, like if you are receiving so negative like energy every day, it's so hard to be positive. So that time I was really like down, and it was really hard for me to teach like in this time, because it was also really hard for me to dance and to actually do anything, because I felt like shit in that time, because I didn't get why like I'm really trying to do everything right. And yeah, so but after that, like it was too much comments, so I stopped reading them. And also I had my mom and I had my boyfriend to support me. So yeah, after that it is right now like I'm all great and I can read the comment and it's okay. But in that time it was first time that I received so much hate, so it was really hard.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially for a thing that came out of love, you know. It was only supposed to I don't know, because I know you work pretty hard to educate yourself and to respect the culture and everything. And of course, those people who comment that don't know that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's
Same.
hard. But like, in how did you manage to? I mean, you said you had your mom and your boyfriend to support you, but like, how did you manage to pull yourself out of that again? Because I can imagine that, like, that you were in a little down phase, I guess. So going to teach, to dance generally, I don't know, to not stop, to do what you love. What was your way of pulling yourself out of that?
Like
Just to keep going?
yeah,
Yeah.
it took time, it definitely took time. And I think also my student helped me a lot, because they didn't know about this. I never, like I'm not that kind of person who talked who tell everyone about this. So I didn't tell. I just tell my boyfriend and my mom, and so they, when I got to trainings, they were like positive and they wanted to dance. I saw them like they love it. So for me it was like it really always helped to be around dancers. So that what helped, yeah, that helped me a lot. Yes.
Okay, now I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, I don't know. The internet can be a cruel place.
Yeah, sometimes yes. Like I know the people who wrote the comments, they didn't actually take time to watch my other videos, or like to try to get to know me. So I know it's not like
And
valid. The
yeah,
comments are not valid, but
also if they watch your videos, they still don't know you.
that's true. That's true. But it like yeah. So, but it is still hard. It's still hard.
Yeah.
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 No, but I'm happy you keep going, and I'm happy you do what you love and you keep doing what you love in a great way. So I'm happy you didn't stop to do that just because of some people
Yeah.
their hate.
I'm happy too because I really love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I think the music got me from that place because
Mhm.
Afro music is so positive and it gives like such a great vibes
Mhm.
that when I listen Afro, it's like you
Can't be sad.
can't have any problem, you know.
It's so fun that you said that because do you know? I don't know if you know Julia, but you know Ella, right? I think you know Ella.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I made an episode with them, so guys go check that one out. It was published in July, and we were also talking about Afro and how it influenced our lives, you know, just exchanging a little bit. And Julia was saying pretty in the beginning, I guess, she was saying like, but guys, like if you listen to Afro music, can you be sad still? Like that doesn't even work. And Ella and me were like, depends on the song. If it's like a really heartwarming Afro song where you just want to cry, you know, like those like but like then you cry out of a happy place still. But
Yeah.
like there's pretty emotional Afro songs. So, but she said it the same way you did right now, so that was pretty cute. So
Yeah.
I get what you mean. Yeah, especially I think like with Amapiano music, you also have that energy.
Amapiano for me is like really, I would say it is not maybe good expression, but dark, but like
Okay.
energetic dark. So when you
Mhm.
listen to Amapiano, I'm always like bad face, you know. But like the positive, really positive energy is giving me Afro beats, yeah,
Mhm.
Afro pop and
Mhm. Yeah.
Azonto give
Asante. I
me
like Ndombolo. Like I love the music from Ndombolo. It's just like it gives me that yeah. Exactly. Especially it gives me that vacation. I don't know like why, but it gives me that vacation feeling of just being in the sun and being like, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. I just love the hip movement and everything from Ndombolo. I love that. That makes me pretty happy. And I think like sometimes it seems so simple because I don't know, sometimes you just do like one step, a whole 8 count in choreographies, you know? But it's just like it's just such a vibe. I love Ndombolo. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, my love. So you're traveling a lot. You have been traveling recently to Bali as well. Are there, and you visit us in Austria as well. So, are there any cultural differences that were for you like surprising, or especially from what you were used to in Czech Republic? I think you have like the position of, you know, like you already saw more places, also like dance scenes. Mm, yeah, are there any cultural differences specifically on the Czech Republic and dance scene?
yeah. You mean like Czech Republic?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Um, yeah, I would say so. Like every place has something different
Mhm,
because we are coming from our background
mhm,
and yeah. So in Czech Republic, I would say that the difference is like we have uh, we have dance schools, but it is not school like school,
mhm.
normal school, but it is still called dance school.
So it's not like a studio.
You
Like,
ha you have like dance studio, but this is really dance school.
okay, okay,
We
okay.
call it dance school, and in like yeah, it is dance school.
But then you start as a child and then you just grow with it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm, mhm,
From a little, there are like mini, from 3 to 6 years old. Then there are children, juniors. Then there are adults and seniors, I think it's
mhm.
called. It's
Okay.
like when you're over 30.
Oh,
And yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. So also parents are dancing in the dance schools.
That's cute.
And we have like really strong competition like environment. We have choreo competitions and also battle competitions, and everything is like under the stage. So
Okay.
it's not
Oh,
underground. It's
okay.
Yeah, it's under the sport ministry, or I think
Mhm.
something
Oh,
like that.
interesting, because Austria is not like that. Like the competitions we have are organized privately, mainly from private persons at least. We don't have competition. Like I'm just thinking, like guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but like what I know from my competition times, it's not organized from the state. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Big
like
difference.
we also have underground, I would say underground events because
Mm-hmm.
it's done by community to a community.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also this kind of competition.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like full-time dancer in Czech Republic, you need to uh take part in this all environment.
Okay.
So I'm also choreographer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm also doing this. And yeah, so I think this is the main difference.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, also I think in the behavior way,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I'm excited to hear about that one. Yeah.
yeah, I would say we are really quiet, like
Mm-hmm.
Czech people and also Czech dancers. So if you are doing class here in Czech Republic,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's like really
Yeah.
quiet. We
Mm-hmm.
are used to be like this. So when someone from abroad is teaching in Czech Republic, he's always like surprised why
Talk to me.
we are so like uh I don't know, like not talkative, but it is our nature.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know when I'm traveling to West, for example, the people are more like talkative and they want to open discussions,
Mm-hmm.
and they are more also like, I would say maybe supportive. It is like normal to, when the teacher is dancing, do like um
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
to do some
Yeah.
sound
Mm-hmm.
to support. But in Czech, we are mostly like that. Yeah. So
Yeah, but like I guess like it's still like the vibe is still a positive vibe, right? It's not like meant.
yeah, it is
It's just
totally
it just is
positive.
like
I
that.
just want people to know that it is not like negative, but we are just not used to uh be so like extrovert-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because sometimes when I'm teaching here in Czech, like people on the class always watch me like so poker face, and after the class they are coming to me and saying like this was the best class I ever had. So it's
So
like
cute.
really introvert, like inner feeling, like, yeah, Czech people are like that. So yeah, that's funny.
So interesting. You know, like I think like hearing stuff like that is like it's such simple stuff, but also understanding this kind of stuff, you only can understand it once you start traveling, you know, because otherwise you might take it as impolite, you might take it as whatever, you know, but like
Yes.
understanding different cultures, that it's like it just is like that, you know, and it's not even meant in a bad way, or you know what I mean, like those kind of things. It's so interesting, and you guys are not far away from us as well, you know.
Yeah.
So there's differences, even though the distance is not as big. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so interesting how people behave and how the scene is working.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
funny.
but when I
Like,
met you, you were pretty. I didn't like recognize. Like, I didn't think you were like. You were pretty open and all styly, and I think that's like why I talked to you as well. I don't remember how I talk. I don't remember how I got to know you, to be honest. You neither. Okay. I just remember there was the one moment. I still have the video. I actually like that video. We were dancing next to each other, and I was bumping into you, and then we smiled at each other.
I remember that one.
Yeah, I just remember that was like, oh, that was like a cute moment. But I think we talked before, so I don't know what we talked before, how we get to know each other. But like, you gave me a good vibe, and you were like open. So I didn't think of you as like a
Oh
person,
no, yeah.
not at
Like
all.
it's because
But you were also judging. Like when I got to know you, you were a judge at the event.
yeah. Like I think I learned that you can be open, like, because I'm traveling for a long time now. Before I didn't travel to Afro events, but to hip hop events. So I'm traveling like from, I would say, 8 years maybe, or something like it. Like
18,
I am
18
traveling
years.
for a long time because I really love to get to know new people and really stay connected with the community. So yeah, I learned everything like this. But first time I was abroad, like somewhere um, in class, I was like, what is happening? So much noise. What?
It was already overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice though. I'm trying to like share it with my people here because it's really nice, like the support from students. So yeah, and I think I also learned it through Afro, because Afro is really like, Afro styles are, you need to have the energy, you need to have the character and
It's a
the face
connection, right?
expression and
Between the
everything.
people.
And I'm really like enjoying this. So that's maybe, yeah, because we met on Afro event. Maybe
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
meet in hip hop event, I would be different.
Really. Maybe when we would not have talked to each other.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's true. I also think like not only with languages, but like especially also with languages, but also with dance. Like depending which style, which language you speak, your character changes a little bit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel totally different when I'm speaking Czech and when I'm speaking in
Hmm.
English. So
Yeah.
I'm the same Afro and hip hop. Like
Hmm.
in hip hop, I feel really, as I said before, like more serious, I would say. But I
Hmm.
love it because I when I'm dancing Afro, I just need to be happy. Like I'm a really happy person. But when I need to be sad, I'm always going for
For hip hop.
hip hop, or I would say maybe experimental. Like you just do some concept. I
Hmm.
don't know if it's still hip hop, but yeah, like I have styles connected to mood, I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah, me too. But me too, me too. Like, I don't know, like when I'm sad, I go to contemporary and then you can see me crying on the floor, turning around, spinning. I'm like, ah, what a drama.
Yes.
So yeah, I have that too. As I think I go to Afro because Afro classes for me never were like, of course I go to train, but Afro classes for me are of course in the beginning they were like, what the fuck am I doing? But like now Afro classes are like, okay, I go to enjoy myself, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's that's true.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. I also have them connected to emotions. But of course, contemporary is not only about being sad, contemporary can be happy as well. So
I
it
think it's
depends.
the same with Afro,
Exactly.
like with everything,
Yeah.
but still you have somehow like in your background, in your head,
Yeah.
like connection.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
example, when I did choreo on Soso
Hmm.
from Omahlay, I don't know if you know.
Yeah, yeah, of course I know this one. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also I think I had the judge showcase on Soso in Vienna.
In my dark memory, I do remember. I
I
think so.
think,
Like I
yeah.
remember you dancing, and I remember it was a little bit more of a smooth, vibey. It was not like a full Afro house song.
Yeah, it was I think so, or some song from Omahlay.
Hmm.
And like this kind of songs, mainly from Omar, I feel like really sad
Hmm.
or really like deep,
Hmm.
because he's singing in Sosa, for example, he's singing like can you take my pain away? So I'm like really feeling it. So
Hmm.
sometimes Afro can be also like, for me, uh really sad.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
then
yeah,
I maybe change my movement to fusion, like hip hop Afro
yeah. Hmm.
kind of
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting always. Like for me, my freestyle depends heavily on the music, and that scares me sometimes because I don't know what my body's gonna come up with and which style I'm gonna start unpacking out of my vocabulary. And it really heavily depends on the music. That's really, really interesting.
Yes,
You know? Yeah.
like it makes sense
Yeah.
because music is the key. Like
Yeah.
there won't be any dances like without the music, right?
It's always music first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Mm.
one person once told me, it's not enough to be a good dancer, you need to be a good musician. Because if you're not a good musician, your dance can't improve to a certain level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just listened yesterday your podcast with, and I don't know with whom it was. With some choreo, it was about choreo and touring.
With okay, we had wait, who did we have with tour? With like tour with artists?
Yes.
Okay. Then it was Maya probably, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Maya,
And
I
you
guess so.
talked about talent.
Ah, yeah, it was Maya. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you have to say to this one? I would love to hear your opinion.
Yeah, like I thought about that too.
Mhm.
And you said, or I don't know, you or Maya said that you need to have some kind of
Potential.
music hearing
Ah,
before,
yeah. Rhythm.
because like steps can learn everybody, but not hearing the music. So I
Mhm.
just wanted to tell you that I didn't heard music at all when I started dance. I
Okay.
was always off. I didn't heard the beat. Like my father is a musician, and he told me like you are so off. You will never like you cannot play on instrument because you don't feel the music, you don't hear the music. And when I started to dance, my teachers like movement didn't do a problem to me,
Mhm.
but they needed to like put me in a second or third row because when I was in first, I was totally off the beat.
Mm, that is so interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Because I remember my father, he stopped playing the guitar because they told him you don't have the hearing for it and you're never gonna have it, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, like my parents, they put me in, those children activities where you learn rhythm and whatever. They put me in stuff like that pretty early, So I started like playing the piano and singing and whatever. So I started having learning the feeling for music before actually starting to dance. But like this is so interesting because actually that not proves, but like what is the contradiction of proof? No. You're
I
like
think
the
I get
proof that
it.
what we're said is wrong. I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
Like
yeah, but like we were thinking like maybe that's an indicator why dance could not work out for you, but like look at you, it worked out for you. So I love that. So actually,
yeah. Also, my boyfriend was when he's also a dancer, and
ah,
when
okay.
he started to dance, he also was out of the beat. He
Mhm,
didn't like hear the music
mhm,
well. So we both are like this,
mhm,
and we both are like teachers right now.
mhm,
So I think it's always hard work
mhm.
because I never quit. Yeah, I always pushed
Kept
myself.
going.
Like from 12 years old, I kept in my mind that I will be dancer. Like no matter what, full-time dancer. And here I am. So
I love that so much. That is so cute. I love that. No,
like
but yeah, I'm also more on the like I said in that interview, like when people tell me, "Oh, you're so talented," I'm like, if you would only know how much tears, sweat, and blood are in this.
yes, that's exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I would say, everybody, like the talent is that everybody has a starting line in different like
Positions.
position, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I had mine like really down, but I built it up
Yeah.
because of my hard work and I kept motivate myself, and
But I
yeah,
think like that then is a trait of character, maybe. Because like,
maybe.
you know, some people they say like, oh, it's not working in the first place for me, you know, it's not like working immediately. Okay, I don't have the dedication, I stop.
Yeah,
You know, so also especially, you know, for example, like I don't want to like dig into that, but like your father told you, oh, you're never gonna have it, for example, you know, but you
yeah,
still did it. Other people, like, I don't want to like say it in a rude way, but like there's people who would have quit at this point and they're like, okay, people told me I can never learn it because I'm simply not am like that. That
yeah,
was such a grammatically wrong sentence, you know what I mean.
yeah,
So, you know, so I think like when, because that happened to me too, people also told me like, why is she posting the dance on Instagram, like that's not even like everybody could like do that when I was in school, you know, and I'm still here and I'm teaching and I'm like, you know, so I think like that happens, I guess moments like that happen to people, but like what you make out of it, and that's the thing where I'm like, are we born with that characteristics or are we just lucky that we have friends who push us like that? It's such an interesting topic because sometimes I'm like, I have a support system that I'm so thankful to have, and those people they push my ego sometimes where I'm like, guys, stop, you know, like it's like, you know, so
yeah,
I have the feeling of if I would not have like people who stand behind me like strengthening my back so much, probably I would not have gone for what I have gone for, you know. So
yes,
I'm like, is it because of them? And was I just lucky to have them? Or is it my character trait that I'm just like going for
yeah,
it? Or, you know, like that's also the thing, like, okay, is that like, are we born with that? So I don't know. I'm like a little bit philosophic about it because I'm like, where does that come from? Because why did we have the strength to push through those comments of people who told us we could do that and other people quit? Is it a character thing? Is it? Yeah.
yeah. I think it's everything. Like there are so many things around us and in us also.
Mm,
Really hard to tell sometimes, right?
yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like you never know.
You never know. And maybe we don't need to know.
Yeah, sometimes yes.
Maybe we don't need to like, you know, dig down to the root to understand anything, but just enjoy how
Yeah.
it is.
Maybe if we do that and we know everything, it will lost all the
The magic.
magic. Yes, and
Yeah.
the joy
Yeah.
from it. Like sometimes like the mystery
Mhm.
is the main thing, like I would say.
Mm.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
That's what makes it interesting, no? If you would already know, then life would be kind of boring.
Yeah.
You would already know everything.
True.
Okay,
Yes.
I guess we're slowly getting to an end because we already have an hour.
Wow.
Yes, that passed so quick. At the end of this episode, like I want to give you one more question, or like better set the space to simply give away what you want to give away. So, what would be something you want to tell people, to all the listeners right now? Could be critics, could be inspirational stuff, could be whatever you feel like giving away right now.
Wow. This is like the hardest part because I always have so much things in my head, but when you ask this, it all like
Yeah.
disappear and I'm like empty. So wow. Like I don't know. I just want to say that dance is so nice, and I'm glad that I'm dancer and then that I'm part of this community because dance is international language, and we can speak even though we
Mhm.
like are actually not speaking.
Yeah.
Yes, and I met so many great people through dance. So I'm like really great. Like the feeling when you are traveling and like normal people when they don't have a community, they just like by themselves, but you always not just by yourself, because you always can find dancers in that place and connect with people. It's so easy for us to connect, so I'm like really glad. And yeah, like this is the thing. I hope I will dance till the end of time.
You will.
Yeah. And like really, who for those who are listening, really dance with your feeling first. Like technique and all, like drills and everything is also really like important, but the feeling is actually the key for dance. So try to feel, try to enjoy the moment and everything. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so for the people who know, they already know. My really last question is gonna be, what is the most random emoji you're using?
Oh my goodness. I know you asked also, Maya.
Yeah. I did.
I was like, I don't know that. Like most random.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look?
Of course. Of course. Yeah, you don't need to. You can look, of course.
So I think I have some.
Mhm.
I think like actually 1 week ago I did go through all the emojis, and I was really surprised how many emojis are there
Such
that I
weird ones
don't
as well,
use.
right?
And I was like, I need to show you. Where is it? There's emoji of this is like, I don't know what it is. It's maybe baby, crawling baby. Like I don't know how you, this one, this, this. Do you see it?
Ah, the pregnant woman.
It's pregnant woman. I was like,
I
it's baby. It is not baby.
I think it's a pregnant woman like lying there.
And for me, it's like baby who's like on the ground on its like hands and legs, and this is like,
Ah, yeah, now I see it.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
was like really, but also I was really confused if it's like baby or not. So this is for me really random.
Okay, guys. Whatever this emoji is, we can start a discussion in the comments right now. What you see, if you see the woman or the baby. Um, so we're gonna use the pregnant woman, aka crawling baby emoji.
Yes.
Amazing.
Like,
Okay, guys. Shami, thank you so much for making time for doing this with us, for sharing your knowledge, spreading some experiences, information about yourself.
thank you so much for inviting. I'm really glad. And I hope you will understand, like all of you, because my English is getting better, but it's not always like the best. So
Don't worry. Don't worry. You're
yeah,
just fine.
thank you so much.
You're always welcome to come back. Wait. Wait, are you on an iPhone?
What?
Any chance that you're on an iPhone right now?
I have iPhone.
Ah, okay, never mind. Because if you do that, sometimes iPhone does the
Oh, really?
yeah.
No. Wow.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, to follow us on Instagram, give us a 5-star recommendation or a thumbs up if you feel like it. Also, of course, to follow Shami and me. You can see our links, profiles linked down below right now and already the whole episode. So make sure to go check out her art, her dance, and everything she is doing. Is there anything specific you want to advertise for, Shami?
Like I do post everything on my Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams, just so you know.
You have two?
The main is
Okay.
Shami,
Yeah.
and the second one is Shami Art.
Ah, I saw. It looks amazing. Yeah.
I also do jewelry, and this kind of stuff. So if
Yeah,
you are
I wish
interested, you
so.
can follow me there as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
also link down below right now, guys. So check that one out as well. And yeah, thank you so much for listening, for sticking with us. Make sure to stay updated. There's going to be another episode in 2 weeks. We're back to our 2 weeks rhythm. And yeah, see you next week. Bye, guys.